Hello, my name is Scott Leroy. I work in campus life with student community engagement, and one of my roles here at UNCW is to provide GivePulse support. In this video, I'm going to highlight a couple of common issues that come up when students are trying to submit and share volunteer impacts with their instructors and offer some tips for troubleshooting. So the first thing I'm going to do is navigate to GivePulse. And the best way to do that is to just type in the URL to the URL uncw.givepulse.com. And that will take you to this homepage. And then you'll want to click on this menu here and then log in. And that will pull up this page. Be sure you log in via UNCW. If you log in via UNCW, you'll be able to access all of the events and opportunities that are focused for UNCW community. And you'll only be able to share your impacts with your professors if you're logged in with your UNCW credentials. So once logged in, it'll look like this or some version of this. You'll know you're logged in because your picture or maybe the letter of your first name will be in this drop-down menu. And one of the common issues that we come up against is when students have completed the required service, either through GivePulse or elsewhere, and it's been verified, but your instructor can't see the impact when you try to share it. And so there are a couple of possible explanations. The first of which is your settings are set to private. So I'm going to show you how to change that setting. You go up to this drop-down menu and you click on Account. And then from the menu options here, you choose Settings. And just make sure that this is unchecked. If this is checked and you were trying to share any impacts with your instructors or your professors, the chances are they weren't able to see them. So make sure you uncheck this so that it's not private and save changes. Okay, so that's one possible explanation for why your instructors can't see your impacts when you've shared them. There is another possible explanation, and that is the impact itself is set to private. So you're going to want to open up the impact in question, which you can do by clicking on My Activity and then Impacts. So you'll go to the event in question. Let's say it's this volunteer for move-in. It's verified. So I know it's already been verified, but my instructor can't see it for whatever reason. If I click on Update, and then hit Next, Next again, Next again, I will get to this screen where it asks me about my experience. And here you'll see Make Private. If yes is checked, it means that your instructor won't be able to see it. You can't share an impact this way. So you have to make sure that no is selected and then update impact. This isn't going to let me save it because these are required fields, but make sure whenever submitting an impact that the no option is checked. Now it's possible that this area is grayed out and you can't change it. And that's generally because of the other thing I mentioned. If your settings are set to private, it may be that it won't let you make an impact public. So I hope all of that makes sense. So these are, again, common issues that come up when your volunteer service event is verified, but you're still not able to share it with your instructor. The other really common issue that comes up has to do with when you've completed a required service event, but it has not yet been verified. So here too, there are a few possible explanations. I recommend that you first try returning to the impact. So again, you'll go to Activity, Impacts, and then choose the impact in question. So I have a pending impact here. And what I'll do is I'll hit Update, and I'll see all of the impact details. And here's where you'll want to pay attention. And make sure that there are no errors in any of these fields, right? So maybe there's a typo with the email. So the person you listed to verify isn't getting the prompt to verify your participation because the email is not landing in their inbox. So you just want to verify that all of this information is correct. And if not, you can go ahead and correct it. You'll have to go through all of this and then eventually update the impact. Again, you'll want to make sure that it's not set to private and update the impact. And this will prompt another email verification request to your verifier. There is also the option to resend the verification request. And you can go ahead and do that. But if you've just resubmitted because of you're correcting a typo or that kind of thing, I would hold off on resending and resending and resending. You want to just not fill their inbox with requests. So that is the scenario in which case the verification was the impact was not verified, but when you looked up the impact, there was some kind of error that you corrected. Now, what happens if you come in here and you see that all of the information is listed correctly? What this likely means is that your recommender or your verifier hasn't opened the email. And if this happens, what I would recommend that you do is email them or call them and just kind of gently and respectfully nudge them to check their inbox and follow the instructions to verify your participation. There is one other option should you need it. If you're not getting anywhere, let's say you're reminding the verifier, you've sent them an email or two, left them a voicemail, they're not submitting the verification, and you've got a deadline. The alternative is to reach out to us and we can help troubleshoot. So the best way to do that is to email serve@uncw.edu. And in this case, you see this email is to serve@uncw.edu. I would use a subject line that's going to make things pretty clear about the nature of the email. So something like GivePulse verification issue. And then you can write a normal email and say, you know, I'm in this class and I have this issue. Can you please give me a hand? But be sure to include at a minimum your name, the name of the organization, the date of the service, and a brief summary of the issue. And we'll get those emails and we'll try to troubleshoot with you. In some instances, we might reach out to you directly and say, have you tried this? Have you tried that? But we do have the ability to go in and manually verify impacts. And often it's easy to do that. If I go in and see, for example, let me see if I can pull one up. Well, I'll just look here. If I go here and see that, oh yeah, they've written a review and a reflection, and oh, there's a photo here that's been added, and I can open the photo and see that you were there at the event, then that's good enough, and we can step in and verify on behalf of the verifier. Uh, so again, that should be a last resort. I would try troubleshooting all these other ways, but we are happy to help troubleshoot should all of these other options not work. That is the end of my um, troubleshooting video. Again, the email is serve@uncw.edu if you need anything. Otherwise, best of luck to you.